pretty good view, and then the lights will come on any minute. There we go. Even better view. So, hello. It's a bit of a surprise exploration stream, as I I have the day off basically today because it's Canada Day over here. So let me just sort of edit all the other bits up here. Dangerous. White dwarf survey. Right, so yeah, I am. I just thought I would do this just because I'm looking at some interesting stuff, and I have the time to do it. So here I am. Let's get the dashboard set up and then we'll be ready. So yeah, got a heck of a view already here. Got a large gas giant nearby. Show you where I am. This was actually quite cool because I haven't posted any pictures of this anyway yet, but when I landed, it was just going into eclipse behind the gas giant. So it's orbiting a white dwarf, which is going to be somewhere around here. Where's my shadow? Do I have a shadow? I don't have a shadow, right, so it's not around here because it's below the horizon. It's kind of, I would say, somewhere down there, basically. Yeah, a handy hint, you can tell if you are in daylight or not if you have a shadow. If you do not have a shadow, like I do not here, then you're being lit up by the skybox and you do not have any direct lighting on you. But this is a nice view. I parked right on the edge of a large canyon system too, for added spectacular view. But yeah, it was quite nice. I was getting into the eclipse, and it was interesting because I might see if I can do something fancy with this later on, but it was interesting because as the eclipse progressed, and we're talking about like a tiny little dot of a white dwarf dropping down behind the gas giant, as it progressed, it didn't kind of blink out the light straight away. I'll see if I can actually bring up some pictures from this actually, just to show you, because it was quite neat. Let's have a look. Can I just throw them all in there? Sure, let's do that. So best way to do this is like that, right? There we go. So I'm just gonna add a window here, and you can see what I am talking about. So window capture, PSP. There we go. So there we go. So the yeah, it started off like this, and if you look right here, this little thing, you can tell it's the white dwarf because it's got a little kind of lens flare around it. But that was the view, which was pretty awesome. But you can see I've got a shadow, and as the thing progressed, you can see the shadow is getting kind of darker and darker and darker until, you know, we're in the eclipse here, which was rather nice. So that was interesting. I didn't realise that actually happened. I thought the light would just be cut out straight away, but you know, before eclipse and after it, before eclipse and after eclipse, basically here. And you can see the sky's moved a bit as well. Like, you know, this little line of stars is a bit lower here. And I think the time difference here is 10 minutes, basically. So that was pretty cool. So I'll see if I can do something interesting with that, like maybe I'll do a kind of time-lapse thing. But that's what it looked like. And here's what it looks like now. So, what I'm doing, and what I probably should have been started doing before I started jabbering on here, is I am doing at the moment a white dwarf survey, which basically just means going to like the white dwarf layer, which is around 1,000 light years below the galactic plane, and just plotting a route only using white dwarfs, essentially. I mean, I'm pretty much mostly using white dwarfs. So I've got all the stars deselected, apart from O stars because they're rare, and these other rare stars. I've turned off the non-sequence because if I turn on the non-sequence, I end up with a whole ton of neutron stars as well, which, while interesting, are not as interesting to me as the white dwarf systems, because the neutron star systems tend to be kind of boring. You know, it looks like, you know, from what I've seen, and I've seen a lot of neutron stars, they tend to have their planets at 1,000 light seconds away, and you know, they don't look terribly exciting. You know, they don't have a lot of planets usually, from what I've seen anyway. But white dwarf systems tend to have quite a lot of planets. They tend to, they seem to have this close binary thing that I'm looking for, and you know, they look nicer. So all I'm doing here is basically a economic route to a distant white dwarf target. In this case, it's about a few hundred light years away, I think. Where are we? It's 500 light years away. So I'm doing it economical. So it's going to take, it takes a while to plot as well. And it means that I am going to be doing 87 jumps to get to that particular destination. Also, I will just show you as well, I am a bit out from Colonia. Where are we? Because when I finished my, kind of officially finished the Elite Dangerous Exploration streams on Tuesdays, I was at Colonia, which is here. Or this nebula anyway. And after that, he says zooming into the wrong star, after that I thought I'll just kind of, you know, wend around here to, you know, visit some of the nebulas, and kind of wend my way back around the outskirts of the galaxy, basically, to the bubble. And that was the plan. And then I decided I was going to actually go and have a try at white dwarf hunting. So, hey Brathers, glad you could join us. Yeah, so we're going to go white dwarf hunting. So this is just going to entail just jumping from white dwarf to white dwarf, and we'll see if there's anything interesting. There's going to be a fair few systems that are just like, here's a white dwarf and a few distant icy bodies, and that's it. So, well, you know, they're not going to be terribly exciting, but there will be a few where we can have some nice, interesting views. I'm just going to duck down to this canyon for a little bit, and we'll see what we can see, and hopefully I won't smack into a cavern wall. So yeah, unfortunately I am very, very far away from all the fun happening with the Thargoids at the moment, but I am keeping track of that on the forums, and it looks really awesome. And if and when I get back to the bubble, I will definitely check out a Thargoid base. be nice. Also on the lookout for any geysers or volcanoes or anything. I've had a couple of close calls where I thought I'd found one, but I hadn't really, because it was buggy. Apparently the silicate volcanism ones are not very reliable. Like, they'll tell you that there's a volcano POI there and there isn't really. I haven't found any others yet. But yeah, so this was a nice little system. We are in Colonia, and this has got, we're on this one at the moment. There's a nice one with a couple of close gas giants there. I might actually just pop over here and visit that. I don't know if I'll bother cataloguing all the moons. Maybe I'll go over to this one. But yeah, it's basically just going to be the reason for looking for this is because I am on a quest to find more of these close planets orbiting the white dwarf type systems. I should probably, while I'm doing this, probably get my headphones on, shouldn't I? Because that will probably make things sound a little bit better, and I mean, I'm not picking over the sound so much. So yeah, hopefully that sounds a bit better now. So yeah, so I'm trying to find some more of those interesting close planet systems, because I found some. I found one anyway that was eccentric orbit planet, landable, and it ranged between 9 and 16 light seconds from the white dwarf, which wasn't terribly spectacular, but it was kind of cool. It was a reasonably eccentric orbit. So while I'm out here, I'm just gonna look for neat planets and see if I can find some nice views of gas giants and so on, and we'll have a look. But I like these ones. This is a interesting system. Zoom over the rings here. That one's over there. Maybe I'll swing around the rings here. But yeah, these are nice colours. It's like a Saturnian type thing. And the rings are not unreasonable. Don't know what they are. I think they're hazard a guess and say rocky plus icy. But I'll have a look in a minute. So yeah, Brathis, do tell of your rare finds, by all means. They're always interesting. That's something else, but that'll do. I'll catalogue you as well. But yeah, the Tuesday streams are now kind of on hold until further notice, because I was basically finding that Tuesday evening was kind of tiring for me. I would rather do a stream kind of at the start of the day, or when I'm not working or anything like that. So I'll switch to doing Saturday only, and also throw in some random streams every now and then. Yeah, like if you got an image link there, you can stick that on. That's fine. But yeah, so I'll be doing Saturdays only now, and I won't always be doing. There'll be a mix of other games than Elite, basically. Like if I've got an interesting other game that I want to play, I'll play it. And if I'm doing something interesting in Elite, then I'll do it there. You know, so just keep an eye out on the Twitter or the Twitch feed, and you know, then you can keep tabs on what I am doing. So, what was I actually going to do? I was actually going to just try and find the other gas giant in this pair first, and then head off to the other gas giant. But this was a nice one. I am about 1,000 light years out from Colonia, I think. A bit over 1,000 maybe. Yeah, hang on, I'll just pull up the galaxy map here. So, hang on a minute. I need to squish my fan, because if you heard that rattling in the background, that's the fan. And it's apparently I just need to squish the grill down a bit, and that quietens it. So, here is Colonia. Here is where I am. I am in the Kylo Asley sector, and I just type Colonia, it's probably easier. See how far I am from it. 1474 light years out. So, and if you want to see where I am, that's it. So I'm kind of nearish. I'm near the central bulge, you know, kind of on the outskirts of the bulge, basically. Where I am right now, which is over here. And you know, like I said earlier, I'm just doing a tour of the white dwarfs. Oh yeah, let's have a look at that picture as well. That looks like a pretty big ammonia world. Wow. And wait, it's got a gas giant around it? What the hell? That's kind of insane. Huh. Neat. That's a good, very intriguing find. I've never seen that before. I've actually run into a lot of ammonia worlds out here, really, but we'll see. Oh, okay. That's also interesting. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've just mostly been trawling through white dwarfs at the moment, so it's variations on that theme. As long as I remember to, well, because I'm doing this economically, I don't have to remember to fuel up so much, because it's very. I'm going to zoom past this again. It's very light on the fuel. At some point I'll fuel up, but I'll remember. So, let's just get this moon done just out of completeness, and that's nice. And we will move on to the next gas giant out, because it's interesting colours. So, they're big. Oh. Well, proto. I suppose it's theoretically possible that you could have a proto kind of white, proto system with a black hole, because if the black hole came from a star that was more massive than the other ones, it would evolve more quickly. So you would get, you know, that star would blow up first, make a black hole, and then, you know, the other ones might still only be a few million years old, but they'll, you know, if that star burned itself out and blew up in 100,000 years, then there's your black hole. But then you have to also think about, well, how the hell does a black hole stay in that system, and all the other stars are not sort of, you know, had their outer layers blown off or whatever. So it's unlikely as well for other reasons, but yeah. So I'm gonna get just a look at this one because it was kind of weird pinky orangey colours. And then we'll be good. Then move on to the next one. And one thing I've been finding here is I really wish there was a way to filter out single stars in the galaxy map, because, you know, ideally if we have a single star and you know, anything else like doubles, triples, multiple stars, basically, if you can check one of those off, then that means I can plot my route only going to multiple white dwarf systems, which is what I'm really looking for, because I want to find systems that have those close planets, and those close planets seem to only show up where you have white dwarfs with companions that are like very close, within 20, 50 light seconds. So you're weird. So you're not pink. Why you lie to me? Well, you have some interesting spots. Yeah, let's have a look at this, because see, that's distinctly pink looking, isn't it? Wouldn't you say? I mean, I don't know, that kind of looks pink to me, whereas that doesn't. That looks grey. And I've noticed this, that blue stars or white dwarfs or things, like the system maps tend to be coloured, you know, the planets seem to be tinted pink. But I don't know if that is because there's brown dwarfs in the system that are mucking up the lighting somehow, or if they're thinking that it kind of, you know, these sort of hot stars actually are more purple, and maybe they're tinting everything purple, because I think their purple lighting is a bit extreme in some cases as well. Like W stars, everything is like just everything is purple, and I don't think it'd be that strong a colouring. There we go. There's our rather nice looking pop out thing of the Super Cruise actually. There's that rather nice looking gas giant, which I will perhaps pop a screening of. There we go. And let's actually move on. So I don't know how long I'll stream for, just kind of, I was planning a couple of hours, but we'll see. A couple of hours or whenever I get bored. And you can probably hear there is a dump truck thing outside, so that is not part of the game's ambience. Well, it's nice to see so many people in the chat, that's really cool. There we go. Right, so now we're going to be the usual scan, jump, etc. Well, 62, that's interesting. What do we have here? Yeah, I've got the window open because it's hot, basically, and I don't want to cook. That's a really busy system. 61,000 light seconds away, unfortunately. Anything interesting? Also, what the hell are you doing out there? I think they're just ramming the dumpsters by the sounds of it. Yeah, this could be interesting, but it's a bit far out. Loads of interesting little things to see. What I'd really look for is planets that have close orbital periods. Like, I mean, that could be interesting. 1.7 days, 0.7 days. But I don't know, it's like 61,000 light seconds is a bit of a trip. So yeah, it'll be over in like 5 minutes. So it's just I've got a screen in front of the window that I have to kind of remove and put on every time I want to close it. So it's a bit of a palaver to actually close the window. So I'd rather just leave it open and deal with it. So that's neat. But I think I'll pass on that one. Like I say, I'm looking for close binaries really, or things with interesting planets. So there may be a lot of hopping through these systems. Seriously. I know what usually this noise is. For the bloody time I do a stream, and then they're like, let's just play bongos with the dumpsters.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Right. I'm actually surprised they're working today because it's a holiday. Ah! Like this. But yeah, this is exactly the kind of system that I am looking for. So we've got a close star. How far are you, pray tell, Mr. Star? 9 light seconds. Okay, so we got a close star, and I will drum roll a minute, and I'll just scan this, and then we'll have a look at the system map, because looks like there's some planets nearby. So there's either going to be a close planet around the dwarf, or hopefully some close planets around both of them, and then we can sort of check them out. So let's have a look. And survey says, oh yes. That may be a water world, possibly, maybe. Nothing landable, but 47 light seconds is not bad. So let's go check that one out, and then we'll see if we can grab a bit of orbital data, and hopefully not ram into the white dwarf here. So, yeah, this is exactly what I'm after. So I figure that, you know, if all I'm doing is jumping to white dwarfs, then I pretty much should be seeing that. And yeah, it's not a water world. So there's some of the murky water worlds and the murky kind of high metal content worlds. They look very, very similar. They've got that sort of fuzzy atmosphere around them. I wonder, he says, squishing his grill again, there we go. I wonder if that's kind of a nitrogen, oh come on, a nitrogen kind of world, or ammonia, I mean. Not an actual ammonia world, but like one with ammonia in the atmosphere. Nope, carbon dioxide, right. Sometimes the brown ones are ammonia. Right, hang on. I have to adjust this because, wait, behave. I just gotta like squish the fan on my computer a bit, hang on. Usually it'll behave itself. But I think there's something rattling between the fan and the grill somehow, and if I just put a weight on it or something. There it works. There we go. So there we go. That's the view. I believe the planet was up here. There we are. So yeah, it's a bit featureless. But that's a pretty good view. What else was there in here? Because there's a big ice world out here, 3,000. Distant, more distant one. There's not too far. 11,000 or 1,000 light seconds. 3,000 light seconds. That might be an interesting place to go to. You might be able to see all three. Well, actually, we won't see all three because 3,000 light seconds is too far away to see the white dwarf. So, big ice world would be interesting if that is indeed an ice world. Is it an ice world? Maybe. I've seen some very white-looking gas giants, so it might be a gas giant, but. Yeah, but that's that at least is a good shot. I don't know. Where are we? There we are. Don't know if that would be worth taking a picture of. Get a bit closer down here a bit. About there. So yeah, handy trick is look out the top window when you're doing this. Actually, that's a point. What was the mass of that ice ball? Because it would say so, wouldn't it? 38. 38.6. It's not too far out, so we could actually just pop out there and visit it. Let's have a look what we can do here. Oops, keep forgetting to drop out of the cruise. Could do that maybe, something like that. Perhaps. What's actually straight here? I've been kind of using the line on the side there as a kind of center point there, but it's still a bit wonky. Maybe I should turn a bit and then adjust that. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit straighter. Like just do something like that maybe. Sure, let's just do that. And yeah, I'm just like, here's my ass. Asp in front of things. That'd be kind of awesome. Just guess what's there. I know, like, everyone takes a mick out of that asp in front of things thing, but it's I don't know, it's just like, it's like taking a picture of a place where you're going on holiday and just having some evidence that you yourself have been there. But I guess since most people exploring asps, then it's become a thing that a lot of people do.
Ready to engage.
Right, so...
4, 3,
damn it, this fan. Stop it.
Engage.
Never been this noisy before. I just have to get a bigger paperweight or something. I currently have a box of Star Realms cards sitting on it, but yeah, I guess it's a meme, it's a thing, it's one of those daft things that people do. Right, let's go have a look at this big world, which is not too far out. The red dwarf, brown dwarf system's out there as well. Right, tea is sucked. Yeah, but you know, I guess people can do keelbacks in front of things and anacondas in front of things, diamondbacks in front of things. See, now you're not. Now it doesn't have anything on top of it, and now it's shut up. Okay. Anyway. Yes. Oh, landable atmospheric planets would be nice, wouldn't they? Like a lot of these ones, like you don't even have to change anything. Like you've got fog. Like we have fog. That's a thing. I mean, you look at all these Thargoid planets and they're covered in fog, and you have all these you get fog elsewhere, like you've got like deep canyons and stuff that has it. So they could literally, anything under, I don't know, 0.1 atmosphere or something, they could just stick the fog layer on and just leave it at that, because you know you've got 0.1 of an atmosphere, you've got barely any atmosphere anyway. So I don't, you know, and just doing that would open up so many worlds that you could land on. So I don't really know why they just don't do that, at least in the interim. You know, it seems a little bit like a missed opportunity, really. There's the brown dwarf and its gaggle of planets flying past the solar system. But yeah, I don't know, maybe they're going to do that. I don't know. I mean, somebody was theorising that all the Thargoid sites have got fumaroles and stuff around them, and that maybe the Thargoids are terraforming those planets, or ammonia forming those planets. So that might be interesting. But I was looking at, you know, going through these systems, and you know, there's a lot of white dwarf systems, for example, that are just, here's a white dwarf and there's like 4 icy bodies around it, and that's it. And you've got absolutely no incentive whatsoever to go and visit those bodies, because they're, you know, they're just big ice balls and they have nothing interesting there otherwise. So I'm thinking, like, if they actually just make them landable and then, you know, put fog layer on them, at least you can do something with it, you know? You have some incentive to see them. So, you know, I'd say maybe they'll do something in 2.4, I don't know, but I suspect we'll have to wait till afterwards. Now, yeah, speaking of thrusters, Brathis, I don't know if, like, it's been a thing that you know, people have mentioned a lot, you know, when building things, but I'm not entirely convinced that you need good thrusters to take off and land from a high gravity world. I don't know. You know, logically you should, like, the better your thrusters, the more thrust they have and so on, but I don't know if they really calculate it like that in the game. You know, I don't know if there's a correlation there between, you know, what quality of thrusters you have and you know, being able to take off from high gravity worlds, because I've heard of people having like E thrusters and they take off, Um, but yeah, I know you have that. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you have that tug of gravity as you take off. Like if it's high gravity, you feel the thrusters struggling a bit, and then you take off from the ground. But I don't know whether that's just a little sort of side effect of the gravity that you would have no matter what kind of thrusters you have. You know, I don't know if it's a stronger effect if you have E thrusters than A thrusters. I don't know. But it'd be worth looking at. So here's the big ice body anyway. It is an ice body, 42k, 8 atmospheres pressure. You see again, like they talk about water geysers on these planets and you can't land on them, so I don't know why they mention them there, but helium atmosphere, so yeah, it's a helium world basically, not a gas giant. Sometimes those surprise me. So yeah, and yeah, the system is kind of dull looking from here. I mean, that's basically it. So yeah, I think it might be more noticeable with the extremely high gravity planets. I mean, I've not gone to any beyond about three and a bit gravities. And also, I think, you know, gravity only really counts for the ones that you can land on, doesn't it? I mean, it doesn't seem to affect you in any other way as you're flying around. Like, you could fly past a 13 gravity world, but it won't show up anywhere because you're not in orbital cruise or anything. But yeah, maybe on the like, you know, those crazy 7 or 9 gravity landable planets, you know, maybe it might make more of a difference, but I don't know.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
What wonders does this system have then? Is this all icy bodies or what? The other thing about those close binary systems that I'm looking for is the white dwarf itself is a lot more active. It's it's spun up basically by a close companion, so it looks more fun as well. This doesn't look terribly exciting. 76-day orbital period, meh. They're right close to each other, but they're tiny as well though. So probably not terribly interesting. You're way too far away. Yeah, I can only manage about 400 and something boost, so 450 I think. It's been enough to get me out of pretty much everything, but we'll just scan this one and move on. So yeah, wow, lots of viewers today. Do it every week and I get like, you know, a couple of people, and I'll do it one off and there's like 10. Where have you been? But yeah, you know, welcome anyway. We are just trawling through white dwarf systems, and I am just jabbering away and talking to people in the chat, and hitting the wrong buttons. Right, so let's go past you. But yeah, I mean, I'm secretly hoping I'm going to find another Monde de la Mort or Death Spiral, but that seems unlikely. It would be nice if I could find one orbiting a neutron star, maybe, but I'll have to actually do a neutron star trawl for that. And like I said, they're just not, their systems just aren't as interesting, so I'm a bit less encouraged to do that. So, another solo. scan button there. I'll do that again. Do things in the wrong order. There we go. Now we do the... Yeah, so... See, again, they're pink. Like, they weren't pink when there wasn't one of these, so I'm pretty sure these are messing up the lighting in the system map. But yeah, again, 4 icy bodies, which I am... I mean, I don't really have a reason to go and check them out, really, do I? So, unfortunately, I will just move on to the next one. Got 83 more till I get to my arbitrary destination in the middle of some nebulas. I usually kind of point away from the white dwarf and just go and just keep an eye on the heat level, and once that kind of peaks and drops, then I know I'm past it. Right. I suppose while these massive fields of white dwarfs are unrealistic, it's kind of nice to have it around in game terms. Is there a nearby star? Oh, okay. Yeah, I basically picked this one because it had a cool name. Kylo Asley. Yeah, see, like, these ones aren't pink because there's no brown dwarfs in the system, so I bet it's that. They're colouring the system map. What are you? You look an icy body. This looks a little interesting. How far are you on? So what do we do? I'm just going to pop out to this one because yeah, that's a bit far out. I'm going to pop out to this one because it looked a bit squished, so it might have a fast rotation period maybe. Yeah, there's a lot of the gas giants are blue. I don't know if they've actually coloured them the way they're supposed to be coloured. Maybe they have, because I mean, I don't know what class these are, but there's a thing called the Sudarsky, is it Sudarsky classification system? If you look it up, you'll see it, but it's the idea. Again, this is like totally unproven, I think, or maybe no, I don't know. I'll get to that in a minute. But the Sudarsky system is like there's classes of gas giants, so they have that in here, and you have the class 1 giants, which are the cold ones, the class 2 ones, which are slightly warmer, class 3 are slightly warmer than that, and 4 and 5 are like the hot Jupiters. And they have different colours depending on what's in them. They've incorporated that in here, I think, but I don't know, because you've got blue ones that are closer and blue ones that are further away as well. It's kind of hard to tell what you're looking at, but alright, thanks Orange Spark. Good seeing you here. But yeah, this is probably a class 1, like you said. I'm going to fly past it as usual, because I am crap at doing this turnaround thing. Although, as I pointed out on another stream, I think, I think it's actually quicker to miss the target first time round and then turn around and then approach it. But and of course from up here I'm at an angle where I can't actually see any obliqueness. have a look. Are you squished? You look kind of squished. You say that's squished? I'd say that's squished. I'm doing that. I would say that you are squished. You got a rotation period of less than half a day. Yeah. So a rotation period of less than half a day usually means it's flattened at the poles, which is what this guy is. Because you can see he's not as tall as he is wide. So that's kind of neat. Right. Well, on to the next one. Did I actually get the star? Yes, I did. I will annoy the next person who comes here because I'm only going to do the planet, one planet and one moon, and they'll be going, why? Why did you not do all of them?
Frameshift drive charging.
Because I have done that myself. Cried in anguish at these people that leave all these messy systems behind. So, yeah, it kind of annoys me because they say, you know, it'll say like 0.4, you know, days, but then it's like, well, is it exactly 0.4 or 0.35 to 0.45? Like, you know, it would be nice if they just gave it to you in hours or something rather than days. Well, this one looks like it's on its Todd, unless... Nope, it's got a companion. Is it an Dwarf? No, it isn't. They're usually Dwarfs. Way too far away to care about. 94 AU or something. Right, so on to the next one. I'm fairly sure there is a quicker way to do that. There must be a quicker way to do that. A shortcut to the next system or something.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm gonna be a bit cheeky and try and jump now. What time are we on? 20:00 time. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, it's a busy one. Some of these have got a lot of things in them. A lot of gas giants in that one. Again, not pink because there are no round dwarfs. I'm pretty sure that's what's causing that. How far are you apart from each other? You could be interesting. 33 days. 2.4 days. Might be worth a look at that. Yeah, let's go pop over here and see. It's not going to be spectacularly close. I think I found one pair. It was binary gas giants, and they were. I think they had an orbital period of about 4 days, so they were really close. Got some pretty good views out of that one, but these ones that are, you know, 30 days or something, they'll probably just be, you know, tiny little ball in the sky. Yeah, I figure you can do a keybind for the next en route. I've just got to try and figure out one that I am going to remember, because all my other keybinds are kind of, all my other buttons are used up for things. So I'll figure one out later on. I'll have a look at it. I presume it's in the control list. So that's where the other one is. It's not too dissimilar to another one that I found a bit earlier. But not too interesting looking, I guess. Where is the other planet? What are you? Are you the second planet? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, you're reasonably close to each other, but not that interestingly close. Was that 4 megameters away from? Was it like a gas giant, or you know, was it the parent planet? Was it a gas giant, or was it a normal terrestrial planet?
Frameshift drive charging.
Because yeah, if they're like terrestrials, you can get some nice, really close ones. Do do do.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've had some ones that are like really close. Because yeah, I guess like a megameter is what, 1,000 kilometers, right? So your one, yeah, I think the one I found was around I think it was like 4,800 or 4.8 megameters or something. But 4,800 kilometers roughly. So yeah, those are pretty cool. There's other thing fills the sky entirely and looks really neat. Lots of blues, nothing terribly interesting apart from tiny gas giant there. 371 days, blah blah blah. Not really. You know what? Having asked the question and so on, I'm just going to point in the other direction here for a bit. Having asked the question and had an answer, let me actually point away from there. Let's have a look at the keys and find this button. Right, so bind the net system en route. Where the heck would that be? Would that be in flight miscellaneous or something? Super cruise, hyperdrive, no. Flight landing overrides, no. Miss? No. Yeah, where would this next system thing actually be? Does anyone know? Targeting? Targeting. Oops, no. Too many options. Where's targeting? There it is. Target ahead. Next system en route. Joy 8 plus Joy 4. Apparently I've got it already. What the hell is Joy 8 and Joy 4? Hang on. My map. Various. Right, it's the bottom one. And that. Okay, hang on. I apparently have this already. What is it? That one. Is that the one? Did that do it? Ah, cool. Hey, well there we go. It was part of the original things, the original keybinds. But yeah, so 8 and 4. Right, okay, I'll have to remember that one. Cool, excellent, thank you. Well, thank you, original maker of the keybind, and thank you, Radis, for pointing that out. That and it says jumping without looking at the heat. Never mind, I'm good. I'm fine. It's all good. Everything is fine. Why am I not exploding as well? Right? There we go. I thought I'd have more sparks. Okay. I was so excited that I just forgot the star was there. That's awesome. Okay, we're all good though. There is no significant damage. No, not really. We're fine. We are fine. Alright. So I'm going to have to add another key press to my routine here, which is going to be interesting. What we got here then? Our close planet there, and this is close to the star by the looks of it. Yep. But you are 75,000 light seconds away and a bit too far out. Now I am intrigued by that one because I'm wondering if that's a water giant. Because if that's a water giant, I would like to actually go and say hi to it. Because water giants tend to be brown and on the outskirts of systems. So what am I looking for here? Just orbital periods. It's a bit far out, but let's go and have a look. I suppose I could just get a little bit further away here, and then I could actually check that holographic guide thing and just see if that is a water giant symbol. Hang on, where is it? Where would that be? It would be here. And do you show me what the water giant is? No, it's class 1. That's class 1 water, class 1 gas giant, so I'm not going to go all the way out there. Right, so I'm going to go BIP, and I am now going to hop over here to the next system. There we go. Yeah, did that have a water-based life thing? No, according to the ID guide, that one was a gas giant because it had a little kind of swirly black spot there, and that's a class 1. The ones with water-based life do not have that. So that's kind of handy actually. I should use that a bit more. And that can save a trip. Yeah, the water giants apparently have a kind of a seam. You can see a seam down the side of the holographic representation. So that's a way to identify them. But it's like a vertical seam running down a line of longitude, I guess. One's going from North Pole to South Pole. Wait. Why are you doing this? I'm like, why am I accelerating towards the star? And it's because I had tabbed out and didn't realize it. So that's a thing you should not do, kids. Tabbing out and forgetting. Because if you forget, you go accelerating into the star. But that's okay. Here on Goofs with Evil Optic Enemy. Right. I blame this new button thing. Like, it's just thrown me completely. I'm having to add this other button to my routine. It's just completely blown my mind. Alright, let's... Enough of the excuses. Let's see if I can get out of this. It should be alright. So I am behind.
Frameshift drive charging.
Can we leave, please? No? Yes, no? No. Okay, hang on. What are you? doing. So for a start, let's just lock you. Yeah, I realised that. Apparently, my brain has left the building. That's why I'm like, I'm heading away. If I have the white dwarf behind me, I should be going towards the escape vector, right? But that did not happen. Right, let's try that again. So let's get up ahead of speed. Now we're facing in the right direction.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Right. Come on, don't cook, don't cook. You can do it. Get away, there you go. There you go. Now you're all good. Alright. So, beep, 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 beep. Do the scanner. And see what we got. Alright. So, moral of the story, don't tab out. And forget about it. Anything interesting here? Not very. Okay, right. So nothing terribly interesting there. Let's now duck below the white dwarf. And hopefully not ram it this time. Move on to the next one. So you can see on the fuel thing on the right there, my fuel is not going down a lot because I am doing economical route plotting that's sending me to white dwarfs that are within like 10 light years. I think somebody managed to do an economic route plotting from the bubble to Colonia, which is ridiculous. Like, without refueling, basically. One fuel, well, I think it had an extended fuel tank on them as well, but and it was an Anaconda as well, I think, so it had like a gigantic extended fuel tank probably, but it was still pretty impressive to be able to do that without scooping. You are way too far away for me to care about, so I'm not going to bother with you. So a lot of this white dwarf surveying is actually like this, where you kind of have like 10 uninteresting systems in a row basically, and then one slightly interesting system, and then maybe 1 in 100 might be a, oh wow, this is awesome. So it's a bit of a lottery. But that's kind of like, that's basically what exploration is really, you know. Someone posted a little cartoon of exploring, I think it was it exploring, or no, I think it was just Elite Dangerous in general, where it was like 90% boredom and 10% brown trousers time. That is true. I think, yeah, white dwarfs are kind of double digits, aren't they, in the exploration reward thing. So I am amassing more than I would just if I was scanning normal stars. Of course, the neutron stars are worth even more, but like I said, their systems are not as interesting. Well, I haven't found one. Incidentally, I have posted a thread, it's a solo one, I've posted a thread on the Frontier forums that I want to basically try and catalogue these systems, these close white dwarf systems. So let me see if I can find it. There we go. I'll stick it in here in the chat. So that thread there that I just posted in the chat, if anyone does find any systems that have, I'm looking basically for planets orbiting within 25 light seconds of the white dwarf, or if they go on an eccentric orbit that goes within 25, or even if they're orbiting a companion star within 25 light seconds of a white dwarf. If you find one and you're okay with naming the system, then if you could post it in there, that would be awesome, because I'd like to get a kind of catalogue of these ones going, because there's Death Spiral, which is the one I found. There's Mont de la Mort, which Leif Erikson found. Those are the kind of the famous close white dwarf ones, but there's got to be other ones out there. So if you can track them all down, then that would be kind of neat. So if you find such a system, then please do post it on there. And screenshots, system names would be good as well. If you don't want to post the system name, then don't worry about it. Just but a screenshot would be nice at least. And you can always post the name later on. But that'd be cool. Right, so moving on.
Drive charging.
Since this has no planets whatsoever. At least I should have a look at my elite. Sorry, not elite. ED Discovery exports and have a look at the white dwarf list that I am amassing, because I could probably do a bit of data mining on that. Right, another slow one. What we got? Well, again, see, pink planets, pink tint, and what do we got down here? Brown dwarfs. So, how far are you from there? You're too far to care about anyway, so, okay. Pip. And moving on. So, how many more we got? 74? I'll have to probably get to the end of that on another stream, because that's going to be a while.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I think this white dwarf layer is at plus 1,000 as well, above the plane. So if you're nearer that might be worth checking out. But yeah, the area around the nebulas it's all like been discovered by other people as well. I was out by the Peg Nebula, which is like one of the close ones. Honk, there we go. Yeah, so I was out here, I believe. Yeah, that's the Peg Nebula at the bottom. That's what it's called on the ED Discovery map. So I was out there, and there was a lot of white dwarfs around here that were already discovered. But moving out to this section, or this sector, it's been a lot better. So that's another one. You see, this is a very common pairing, it seems, which is weird. I guess, well, if they do it by mass. Ah, yeah, that's right. See, what they should be doing, well, what they are doing is they're doing it by mass. Like the companion is, the mass of the companion is determined by the mass of the primary, basically. It's less than that, less than the primary mass, by some factor. But because the white dwarf now is 0.4 solar masses, which is like a M star or MV star, it thinks that the companions should therefore be a lower mass M star or a L dwarf or a T dwarf or something like that, right? But what they should be doing is the white dwarf starts off as a more massive star. Like, there'll be, I guess, a minimum probably around like 0.9 solar masses or something, usually. So if you have the original star is 0.9 to say 2 solar masses, then they should make the companion based on that, not based on the current mass of the white dwarf, because then we could see a white dwarf with a F star or a G star or a K star or something around it, which is possible. Even it'd be really cool if there was a white dwarf with a red giant around it. That'd be kind of neat, or vice versa, but I haven't seen that myself. So yeah, that would be interesting, but again, I think it's one of those things where they can't really fix it because it's Stellar Forge, and Stellar Forge has already built the galaxy and they can't change it, so tough, which is a bit on the annoying side. But there we go. But they're kind of limiting what the companion stars are for the white dwarfs that way, which is a bit sad.
Frameshift
Anyway.
drive charging.
Moving on to the next one. What buttons am I pressing here, for God's sake? Alright. My fingers are just doing weird things with this joystick. I don't know, just pressing random buttons. Anything, again, white planets. Nope. Nothing terribly interesting here. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more incentive to look at these systems that are otherwise uninteresting. And I guess it's hard to do. Maybe if we could fuel scoop from gas giants or something, that would be kind of neat. Alright, see you, Brathis. Thank you for popping in. This won't be a regular thing, because it's just day off today, so I'll maybe do another stream on Saturday, but just keep an eye out. But cheers, 07 and all that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I guess I'll just carry on till for another 45 minutes, hour or so.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Ooh. Of course, the problem with doing a white dwarf survey is it does get a bit monotonous after a while, but nope. That could have been interesting if they were like 39 light seconds rather than 3,900. But bit too far. Bit too far, excuse me, to be of interest. And I am reverting back to old habits. Click.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right. Next up. Next on the list is ice ball system. One moon, orbiting extremely far away. Let's do that. We're going backwards now, apparently. Where are we?
Frameshift drive charging.
Got the tired suddenly.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Away in some kind of sunbeam, but not quite. Another solo. Probably ice balls. No, not ice balls. Oh, there are ice balls all down here. Again? Nope. Do that. Hello. Why did you not let me do that? Press the right button.
Frameshift drive
There we
charging.
go. Right. What do we got here? Right, ringed ice body. Too distant. 5.5 day orbital period or 0.3 day orbital period. What? Seems a bit strange. Huh. Okay. Either way, nothing greatly of interest.
Frameshift drive charging.
23. Ah. Dang it. I thought that'd be cool. If that was closer, that would have been really neat because we would have all these moons. And still, like, that's... could have had a planet around it. This is not very far away. It's only 350 odd light seconds. So... if this could have had some planets. You let me down, White Dwarf system. Just let me down. I'm just shaking my head here. I mean, I'm only down a little bit of a tank, but if there's a Dwarf right here, I might as well go tap it. For the fuels. Okay, actually slow down.
Fuel scooping.
Yep. Topping up.
Fuel scooping complete.
Why am I not scanning? That seems weird. Can I not scan you guys? I don't know if it actually makes a difference whether it's centered in the scanner or not, but taking your time there. Maybe it's just so small that it doesn't show up yet. Maybe say you get within 5 light seconds or something. Yeah, 16 light seconds. That's why it didn't scan. Anyway, we can move on to the next one.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh, I'm tired.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I may have to clock out early here or something. But it has been fun. A bit more exciting at the beginning than the end. Again, nothing terribly interesting there. Oop. Damn it. Do that. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Rolling up.
2, 1, engage.
Just another star. How do we go here? Get away from the star again. Fuel is not an issue.
Frameshift drive charging.
Come on, give me something interesting. Something good around. Entire system full of icy bodies. Which makes it not very interesting, sadly. Wow. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Do. Made a bit of headway though.
4, 3, 2,
About 20 odd jumps.
engage.
Yep. 500. That's a bit too far out to be interesting, sadly. Right idea, just had to be about a tenth of the distance. Maybe the star's close enough. Excuse me.
Hull integrity
Ah.
compromised.
What? Damn it. That button was not meant to do that. Right. Usually that button does not drop me out like that. I must have, so I hit it once and then I must have not given it enough time to register that I wasn't actually wanting an emergency drop after all. Thank you very much. Alright,
Frameshift
go on.
drive charging.
Back on the track.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I think what I will do, since I am suddenly getting quite sleepy, is find me a landable planet and park on that. Hello? Now it's all gone laggy and weird. Hang on. Okay, there we go. That was odd. Alright, there we go. That's what you were supposed to do. A couple of interesting looking things here. Ooh. Let's just have a look at you. Ooh. In fact, who are you? No, you're actually an HMC. Weird. That's weird because it really looks like an Earth-like, but it is not. It is a heavy metal content world with an atmosphere. Yeah. So interesting. Almost went a long way for nothing. Nothing else around there. Click. Moving on.
Frameshift drive charging.
I will get out of the way a little bit more.
Frameshift drive charging.
Interest? No. Not even that close. Right. It is now becoming a quest for an animal planet to end on. Which hopefully will not take 20 minutes. God darn it. Why do you keep giving me stars? Direction, away from the star. not turning on my lights. I'm going to the next planet.
Frameshift drive charging.
My next system. Come on, let's have a planet. Give me one I can land on, preferably with a nice view.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Now you know what will happen, of course, is that when I finish the stream and then next time I play the game I'll find like a million interesting systems. But will it happen on camera? I doubt it. I think we peaked a bit early this time around. Ah, god damn it. Still no landables. Didn't think I'm going to go through the jet. If I do, I'll just clip it.
Frameshift drive charging.
You know, 5th time lucky. Got planets. There is a landable. It's a bit far out, but eh. Better than that. There are more interesting ones to land on. I am positive of this.
Frameshift drive charging.
Very hot there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right. Six. Oh, wow, you're a phenomenally boring system. Let me just have a look. 657, too far out. Oh, come on.
Frameshift drive charging.
DA, the normal kind of dwarf.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
God damn it, like, seriously, come on. Where the hell is a landable planet? Definitely actually missing one. How close was that? Ooh, its thing, quite far away. 31 AU from the MV star there. That's pretty far out. Sometimes these single planets are really far out, they're like 20, 30 AU and that's it, nothing else. Click, click. Boom.
Frameshift drive charging.
Come on, guys. Let's do a landable. If this doesn't have any landables, which it looks like it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. I will just hop off the beaten track and just like target a nearby key star or something like that, because where is a I'm kind of in the right direction. No, I'll go to the next one and then up to that key star. It's probably the better thing to do. See if there's something interesting
Frameshift drive charging.
in the net system, and if there isn't, I'll key it up. Brings me to about 2 hours anyway, so could be. Yay. Alright, we'll have something interesting here. That's too close, or too far. 2.3, 1.4. You are the closest, you have a ring system nearby, so you are probably going to be the most interesting. So that is where I will land for today. And then Saturday, maybe, we'll see. Keep an eye out on my Twitter and my Twitch feed and so on, and we'll see if I will do another Elite stream on Saturday or not. But these things replotting the route. I wonder why. I think I went off, Mitch. So let us park our butts. terribly close to the ring system, but it'll do. Get you in there, and then let us get on the round, and that'll be it. And it is water based. Nice.
Integrity compromised.
I think we just really want to crash into planets. Okay, well we're kind of in the right spot. Wait for the cooldown. Where do I want to go? Somewhere over there maybe? This looks a lot of canyons down there. Could be fun. Right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Can we please proceed?
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I suppose once they've got the hull repair limpets, that's a much quicker way to actually land at a planet, isn't it? Because then you won't care about hull damage because you just repair it. So smack into a planet and away you go. Fix up as necessary. Makes sense to me. Park along here somewhere. It looks interesting. Some water users. So yeah, if I park sort of round about here where my pointer is, and that'll leave us with a nice view as well. Park over here. Have a double canyon to look out for there, or look out over.
Landing gear deployed.
Park jauntily on the edge here. canyon system to park at. Maybe I'll do that. There we go. Nice canyon to park at. So I'll leave it at that. So thank you for joining me today. It's been fun. And yeah, so next Salute stream may be on Saturday. Just keep an eye on my Twitter and my Twitch feed to see what's going on. I have to rummage through my games and see what else I can play otherwise. So I'll post an update later, and we'll do it then. So this was a bit of a one-off because it's like I said, it's a holiday today, so nothing doing during the day, so I could squeeze a session in. So it won't be happening every week. But otherwise, next session will be on Saturday, and we'll see what we do then. Okay. So thank you for joining me, and I will now break up the view here, and I will see you next time.